The Federal Reserve cutting rates, there is no rhyme or reason for that unless it was purely political. Okay? It had to have been too many President Trump tweets. It had to be for political reasons. Don't even tell me that the Federal Reserve is going to start worrying about the markets now. Worry about inflation, which you just heard, but worry about inflation, worry about the monetary system liquidity. That's your mandate. That's your mandate. Those things are good for the economy. We got to worry about those things. I've never read or heard or know anything about a mandate by the Federal Reserve that says, as a matter of fact, that we're going to react on the markets. As a matter of fact, nobody has been more critical of me than the Federal Reserve when they used to be asked the question all the time back through the Obama years. Are you doing that because of oh, that is ridiculous. We don't even look at the markets. Every Fed president. We don't even look at the market. We don't care about the markets. Trust me, we are not doing anything based on these markets. Okay. So apparently, and I used to be criticized. I used to laugh at it. I was always like, yeah, right. But at least they had the common sense to deny it, because everybody knew they didn't have a mandate to be looking at the markets, and they shouldn't have been. They should just be worried about the economy. This was worried about the market and what the market is going through because of transitory situations. Because not only are they transitory, they have absolutely nothing to do with the predictability of the American economy. Nothing at all. They are not a technical, analytical point that you would analyze and draw certain sets of conclusions as to what the economy might be doing based on the analytical data that you are examining. Because I have never seen an analytical data point that was for pandemics. Oh, you got that pandemic. Looks like that pandemic analytic is moving up. I've never seen anything. Well, we've got to look here. The geopolitical likelihood in the economy is rising or lowering. That's a good thing. I've never seen those analytics. I mean, somebody tell me where I can find them. Well, we've got this other analytical point about drone hits. And, if President Trump knocks out another leader, this is going to be a problem. I don't see this. Oh, well, we've got don't forget the pipeline analytics. We got that pipeline analytic. Well, yeah, pipelines are important. They're moving oil and gas and things like that. We got to watch. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the pipeline analytic of bombings. So, where you have all these analytics of the likelihood of the economy experiencing a downturn because Saudi Arabia's main pipeline was bombed by terrorists. That's the analytics I'm talking. Oh, there aren't any analytics. Do you see how ridiculous this is? It's called a black swan event because it is unpredictable. Not because there aren't any analytics on it. It's because there can't be any analytics on it. And we now have a Federal Reserve chairman that is making decisions to lower rates on a transitory black swan event. It's a black swan event. We don't know. I don't know what this, maybe there's somewhere out there, there's a person that knows what the odds are of a nest of swan eggs producing a black swan. All I know is that the odds are extremely slim. And there is no way to predict that. It's generally a one-off event from thousands of eggs that swans lay. I don't want to get too deep into those weeds because I have no idea what I'm talking about. I just know what I hear, okay? That's why they use that term. I mean, we have a Federal Reserve making a decision. You know what? I think that swan, see that swan over there? That swan's going to have a black swan baby. Yep. We ought to try to see what the odds of that are. I mean, it's so ridiculous. But let's just put the ridiculous aside now that I've had fun with it. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Because the Federal Reserve lowered rates because he's trying to lift markets, something he's not supposed to do, but he cut rates, not by 25 basis points, by 50 basis points. He cut rates. It's dangerous. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.